Good morning, scholars. Today, we are continuing with our kings and queens theme. Today, we are going to be reading The Princess and the Pea. So, your only job is to listen and follow along. Once upon a time, there was a prince who wanted to marry a princess. But not just any princess. He wanted to marry a real princess. So he traveled all over the world looking for a real princess. He met plenty of princesses, of course. They were all beautiful, talented, graceful, and kind. The word graceful means moving, speaking, or acting in a smooth and beautiful way. So, like, sometimes you'll see a bird gracefully fly through the air. It's smooth, it's beautiful, and it doesn't look all rambunctious. But never did the prince feel the way he had found. He had found an absolutely, totally, completely real princess. So sad and disappointed, he returned home. Back at the castle, his mother, the queen, asked him, "Did you find a princess?" "Oh, I found plenty of princesses," the prince replied, "but I never felt sure that I had found a real princess." That night, there was a terrible storm. Lightning flashed, thunder crashed, the wind howled. The wind made a long, loud, and sad sound. So sometimes if you listen really carefully on a windy day, it'll be just so loud that you can just hear it. It sounds like it's howling or trying to talk or something. And the rain pounded down. In the middle of the storm, there was a knock at the palace door. The king opened the door, and there, standing in the rain, was a princess. And oh my, she was a mess. Her hair was dripping, her clothes were torn and muddy, and water poured out of her shoes. "Who are you?" asked the queen. "I am a princess," she said. "Really? A real princess? Does she look like a real princess to you?" So think about it. When the prince was describing someone, they said that they were beautiful, graceful, and just imagine someone that just got out of a storm, hair's wet, clothes are a little bit muddy. Do you think that would be what a real princess look like? Just be thinking about that. The queen thought to herself, "Well, we'll see about that." The queen went into a bedroom and took all the sheets and blankets off her bed. So she is the queen right there, okay? Then she put one tiny pea on the bed, and on top of that she piled 20 mattresses, and on top of those 20 feather-filled pads. "Here is where you will sleep tonight," she said to the princess. Why do you think the queen put a pea under the soft mattresses and pads? Does this look like a comfortable bed to sleep on? The next morning at the breakfast table, the queen asked the princess, "Did you have a good night's sleep?" "No, not at all," said the princess. "I tossed and turned all night. Something in the bed was so hard and lumpy. Why, I bruised my back, and I'm black and blue all over." So sometimes you'll see when you get a bruise that's kind of black, brown, and bluish. So she had felt the pea through the 20 mattresses and 20 feather-filled pads. The queen and her son smiled at each other. Surely only a real princess could be so delicate and sensitive? The word delicate means fragile and easily broken or hurt. So, like if mom or dad has something glass, like a glass cup or something, it's delicate because it could break really easily. And you have to be soft with it. So the prince married her and felt happy that he had last found a real princess. And as for the pea, it was placed in a museum where it may still be seen, if nobody has taken it. And that, children, is a real story. All right, so friends, that's going to do it for our read aloud today. I hope you all enjoyed the story of the princess and the pea. Remember some of the vocabulary that we had? Delicate means that it's fragile or weak, kind of thinking of like a glass cup or something. Another vocab word that we had was howled. Sometimes, like if you think of a dog howling, you can also hear the wind howling from outside when it's really stormy and windy outside. And then we also had the word graceful. Think about like a bird flying through the air. It's so graceful, it's smooth, and it's not like all over the place like this. This isn't being graceful. Like flying through the air gently like this is being graceful. Um, and that's all the vocab we had. So be thinking of those, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, friends.